My name is Lionel Taylor. Played professional football for 10 years, and I'm 88 years old. I get up around 3:30, 4 every morning, and I'm in the gym by 4:45, at the latest, 4:45. And I get on the bike, start riding the bike, and I may go to sleep. Then I wake up and I start again.
All right, Lionel, you ready to do some stretching?
Not you.
Not me.
Again?
It's my twin.
You know, I don't know about this. My knees are not straight, they bent and all this, all the stuff, we used to do, we don't do anymore. Thanks, that was good. I feel good. I gotta come back to you now. I gotta change my strategy now and come back to you and do that.
I'm waiting for the happy dance out of here.
I can't dance and I can't sing.
Good thing you were able to play football.
Don't let the elder legs fool you. Before Father Time caught up to Lionel Taylor, he was a marquee receiver in the upstart American Football League.
When I first was playing, doing real good, throw me the ball. I didn't ask for it. Throw me the ball. I can catch it. I don't care if it's 3rd and 30, if it's 3rd and 15, or 3rd and 1. Throw it to me.
Throw again. He's got time. He throws. Taylor all alone at the 40-yard line. Sharon has a crack at him and forces him out of bounds.
As a Denver Bronco in the 1960s, Taylor earned first-team All-Pro honors 4 times and became the first receiver in NFL or AFL history to ever record 100 receptions in a season in just 14 games.
Lionel Taylor was the man who, if you stopped him, you stopped the Broncos. This was a guy who, having hands like vice grips, if a pass was near him, he was getting it, and he caught double-digit passes. Nobody was catching 10, 11, 12 in a game back then in either league.
From 1960 to 1965, Lionel caught 508 passes, the most by anyone over a 6-year span. That mark would stand for nearly 3 decades, until Sterling Sharpe broke it with the help of a 16-game schedule.
His numbers speak for themselves. I mean, there are people in the Hall of Fame whose best year was 69 passes. Fred Biletnikoff, Bob Hayes, Bobby Mitchell, Tommy McDonald, several players who never caught as many passes in their best season as Lionel Taylor averaged.
Despite having one of the best receivers in the AFL era, the Broncos failed to be competitive during Taylor's tenure.
My time ran out and I was getting to be an old man, and Lou Saban came in, and I said, I can't go to another building process, I'm too old.
After 7 seasons in Denver, Lionel signed with the Houston Oilers, but age and wear on the body caused his production to dwindle, ultimately pushing him out of the league. With his playing days over, Taylor tried his hand at coaching.
Chuck Nolan called me, and I went up for the interview. The first thing I did, I checked to see the lifespan of the head coaches with the Steelers, and that was 3 years. And Chuck had used 1. And I'm saying, man, I got 2 years. So I flew in, and when I got there, Dan Rooney, the owner, was there waiting too, and they were living in the Roosevelt Hotel, old hotel. And we had to walk up the stairs. I said, boy, these people are broke. Things are bad.
In 1970, Taylor became the wide receivers coach for the Steelers. 4 years later, rookies Lynn Swann and John Stallworth joined a receiver room loaded with veterans, Ron Shanklin and Frank Lewis. It was up to Taylor to figure out how to manage playing time.
So I started Frank Lewis and Shanklin the first quarter, Stallworth and Swann the second quarter.
And then same thing in the second half, they'll start, then you'll start the fourth quarter. And of course we were, disappointed. We wanted to break into the starting lineup.
And I rotated, and finally, Stallworth and Swann realized they were getting taken, because in the fourth quarter we didn't throw the ball. We always had a lead, and they realized it.
Now, whether it was Lionel Taylor's decision or Chuck's decision or anybody else's, I don't know. But the man who delivered the information, was Lionel Taylor.
The rotation worked to near perfection. Taylor's receiving core helped the Steelers become a dynasty, winning back-to-back championships in 1974
Pittsburgh, the Super Bowl champ.
and 1975.
And Lynn Swan going for it. Swan pulls it in for a touchdown.
The best running back, the best everything, best coaching staff, best front office, and we got the terrible time.
What more do we need?
I had the best job in football. People ask me, says, well, you want to be a head coach? I says, I want to be the best receiver coach I can be, and whatever I do, I want to be the best whatever I'm doing.
After 6 years in Pittsburgh, Taylor joined the Los Angeles Rams to be their wide receivers coach in search of a path to promotion. In 1980, he added offensive coordinator to his resume, a duty that made history.
I'm not going to play in. You can always go away from it, okay?
Lionel became the first black coach ever to hold a coordinator position in the NFL. Nearly 4 decades after Kenny Washington, Woody Strode, Marion Motley, and Bill Willis reintegrated the NFL.
We're very proud. But I don't think when you're young that you appreciate everything. You don't realize the goals and all the things that he did. Because he never made it seem like that. It was just like, this is my work, this is what I do.
I came to Pittsburgh in 1977, the year after he left. He left the Pittsburgh Steelers coaching staff and went to the Rams. But many times you wouldn't see an African-American coach on either sideline during the game. So to be able to look across and see this man who my teammates talked about as an iconic figure, not only a player, but a coach, and then see him coaching, it did something for me. We all need role models in life. And fortunately, there was a Lionel Taylor there that I could look at and say, yeah, this is possible. I came in the league with Herm Edwards and Ray Rhodes, and we all became head coaches. It would not have happened without Lionel Taylor.
As a coach and player, Lionel was a pioneer. In 1984, he received his highest honor as a Bronco, induction into the inaugural Ring of Fame class. 40 years later, he has yet to see his bronze bust in Denver.
A lot of friends call me and send me pictures of it and all that. I would like to see it, don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna BS you about that. And I think I'm the best looking one out there too.
Is everybody good?
Yeah.
Everybody have a good day? Okay, good. I was going to ask you some questions about some pictures that we had.
Yeah, you better.
And this one?
At 88 years young, Lionel Taylor is sipping from the fountain of youth, spending time with loved ones, telling stories of the game he loves most.
Go more to your coaching.
That won't take long.
Okay, and how about this one? Do you remember this scene?
Yeah, that was down in Florida, and I was talking to Bradshaw, but he was chewing me out. I wasn't chewing him out. It looked like I'm chewing him out.
He was always fun after the games. He would come and talk to all the kids.
Would he?
Yes, and then he used to take his tooth out.
He sure did. He used to take him out in the huddle, too. He put him in the huddle. He put him back in.
Yeah.
He got something to push him out with his tongue.
Yeah.
Kids look at it. Oh.
Okay, we're going to go on to the next one. This looks like you and your guys in Pittsburgh. It's like
I'm cool. Look at that guy. Look at that hat and back and that mouth turn. And I'm coaching my butt off right now. I'm not saying very much, but it looks good. Yeah, that was Lynn Swan, Stallworth, Frank Lewis, Ron Shanklin. All those guys made All-Pro. And 2 of them is in the Football Hall of Fame, yeah.
As a coach, Taylor went on to have a successful career that lasted nearly 30 years, from the NFL to college to NFL Europe.
Coach Lionel Taylor's team has been able to run the football.
Life has taken Lionel many places, but the one place it didn't take him was back to Denver to see his bust.
I've never been back. People ask me to come back. I haven't seen the bronze. And everybody said, can we take you up and go up and do it? So I better do it before I die.
It's been a long while, felt like a stranger. I've been gone for too long.
I'm proud to be here today, definitely. I'm surprised that they brought me back again after all those years. You go and you coach here and you coach there and you play here and you coach there and play there, but it comes right back full circle. And Denver is home, will always be home, for one reason. They gave me an opportunity.
I'll be coming home. No, I want no delay. Everything's changing, everything's fading.
Inducted into the Broncos' inaugural Ring of Fame class in 1984, Lionel finally sees his legacy on full display 40 years later.
Hey, he made me look better than what I was, that's for sure. I tell you, hey, he's a heck of a guy who did this, oh man. He did a heck of a job.
Is this the first time you've seen your pillar?
Yeah.
What do you think?
That guy was good, boy. He made me look a hell of a lot better than I am. I tell you that, he did a fantastic job. I like to meet him.
Hi, my husband was a huge fan. I'm sorry he passed away and is not here, but I'm excited to take a picture with you and my son.
Fantastic.
You're a legend.
You that mean, don't you? I'm old as hell.
You're still young, man. Well, what an honor.
My honor, my honor, my honor.
Broncos, we love you.
They're good, they're great. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ring of Famer and original Bronco, Lionel Taylor.
Oh, man, that's Lionel Taylor? That was the first great Broncos receiver right there. Longtime wide receiver coach of the Steelers.
Is he one of your faves growing up?
Yeah, because he was one of the only good players they had.
You were a monster.
Get out of here, get out of here. I had a great time coming back home to Denver. I really did, you know. It's always been home. I just took a little furlough.
The old soul remains young at heart, and with a place in Denver history secured, perhaps one day, his pro football impact will be enshrined forever.
Billy Shaw of the Buffalo Bills is the only American Football League player ever voted into the Hall of Fame whose career was only in the American Football League. If Lionel Taylor, when Lionel Taylor makes the Hall of Fame, he will become the second. And I hope that happens soon.
Lionel was super talented, great player, but then to be able to take those skills and teach them to other people, and that unselfish attitude and that desire to help people, that's what stands out to me. He was a tremendous coach.
I think my story is important to the world because it's my life story, and I lived it, and I enjoyed it. And I hope people enjoy it, because I tried my best.